Making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. To the air again, Herbert. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lindsey. And good work there defensively. So able to keep him out of the end zone. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Lindsey is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the fourth is always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first-round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2. You get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
21. Ready.
On first down, it's Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They go play action here on first down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. 2nd and 11. Under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
After one, it's 9-0. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. For the Vikings sit 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And they'll run again. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Vikings. So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season. And congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, but we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On third down, Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Micah Parsons. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. They run the counter. It's Nelson. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Second and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That's returnable now for Smith. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaulton. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys will be looking for them in the locker room at halftime.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down and 4.
Hey, OP. Home the troops right.
Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Moody. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now it's Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9. They'll set up a throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defense,
there he goes left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Hey, Ray.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's to the pylon and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Hey, go Lion.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bears will get the football back.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Bush. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll go again with Bush. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ballgame. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Moody. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Moody. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Go. Let's go. Ready.
Herbert back to the air. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Allen Lazard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movement.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Micah Parsons getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Moody. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Herbert now. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
59.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. To the air again, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Moody. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
On first down, Justin Herbert looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moody. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one too wide and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.